page 196 in your notebooks. Do you remember what I said when we were writing on our planners? How many special right triangles are there? Hint, how many are on the board? There's 2 of them. All right, what I highly suggest you do is just watch this next part. We're going to get to it later on in your notes. Actually, have them in the next part. In your notes. You can write in your notes, but you don't have to. Guys, there's 2 types of special right triangles. The 45-45, 90, and the 30-60, 90. So, sketch them. Sketch them real quick in that big open space in your notebooks. And then in one of them, write down the measurements. We'll pretend this is a perfect 45-45, 90 triangle. Let's talk about that one first. Our very first special right triangle. Okay, can you classify this triangle by its sides? Isosceles. Oh, perfect. Isosceles. If this is 45, that's 45. Do you agree these 2 legs have to be equal? So add it in there. This one has to equal that one. Okay, now this sounds weird, but it's actually a formula. There's a formula for this triangle. Since no decimals are allowed today, we're going to use radical forms of stuff. Here's the formula. If you have a 45-45, 90 triangle, if this one is x, what does this one have to be? Okay. And then I teased you with this quite a few days ago, that there's a way to figure this out every single time. The hypotenuse is always x, but it has to be bigger than x, right? It's barely bigger. 45-45, all you have to do is times that by the square root of 2. Every single time on a 45-45. Convenient today, no decimals, you can just leave it as x squared to 2. That's the formula. Okay, let me put in real numbers. So if this piece right here, this leg is 9, what's this leg? What's the hypotenuse then? That's it. You can just leave it as 9 squared to 2. Easy enough? Okay, what if we go backwards? Let me go backwards on the board. Start with this one, and this one is, I don't know, 4 squared root of 2. If the hypotenuse is 4 squared root of 2, what are the legs? 4. That's it. Of course, because it's geometry, it's an upper level class, there's a situation where it's a little bit tricky, but I'll show you how to do the tricky one. How many? I think I get that. You okay so far? Think of it as a formula that you plug in. Alright, so there's a 45-45, 60-90. Inside of here, I don't know which one, they look kind of the same. Oh well, we'll call this one 30 degrees, and this one 60 degrees. Make sure you write the degrees in there, because it matters. Okay, the formula for 30-60, go across from the 31st. 30 is the smallest angle. Do you agree with me? So across from the smallest angle should be the, what kind of side? It has to be the smallest side. That helps you remember, because I know when I was your age, I was like, ugh, one of them is this and one is this, and I could never remember which was which. So finally, I learned across from the smallest angle to the small side. So across from the 30, the formula, across from 30 is just straight up x. Okay, 60 is the middle angle, right? So it's got to be the middle side, so it has to get a little bit bigger than x. So across from the 60, are you ready? The formula is x square root of 3. Take your x and times by the square root of 3. So these two, I could never remember which was which. I was like, ugh, across from one is x and across from the other is x squared root of 3. I couldn't remember until I thought to myself, across from 30 has to be the smallest. This one is barely bigger. That helps you go for it. Okay, the hypotenuse has to be the biggest, agree? The hypotenuse is double x, 2x. That's your formula. Stick with it. Okay, let's put some real numbers in here. So if across from the 30, you notice it was, I don't know, 3, what would be across from the 60? Yeah, 3 squared root of 3. What would the hypotenuse be? 6. Done. Okay. What if they gave us across from the 60 degree first? What if they gave us, I don't know, 11 squared root of 3? What would be across from the 30? 11. What would the hypotenuse be? 22. Okay, again, think of it as a formula. There is one tricky situation, but I'll show it to you. How many? I think I got that. We've got two new. Think of it as a formula. Now the next part in your notes, honestly, it makes me a tiny bit grumpy, and I'll show you why. It's this what I just barely taught you, but I don't like how they labeled it. Let me show you. Oh, I can put a grumpy face here by myself. I don't like that label. I don't like it at all. Let me tell you two reasons why. One, because it tricks students. Oh, this right here tricks students. They try to do square root of 2 times x, both inside the radical. Is that what we just learned? No, that'll give you the wrong answer. Another thing is that's bad math. Radicals will always come last, so this should be x squared root of 2. I would fix it.
That's what that's saying?
Exactly, right? It's confusing. Should be x squared root of 2. Same thing on your 30/60. I think this is misleading. I don't like it. Should be x squared root of 3. Fix it. Fix it in those notebooks. Okay. The next part of your notes has a fill in the blank spot. Honestly, I think you can do it right on the triangle. Here's the 4-step plan. Make sure you know which of the 2 special right triangles it is. Is it 45/45 or 30/60? 2, if it's the 30/60, be careful with the 30, be careful with the 60. Know what's across from each. Number 3, this is huge. This I finally started doing, and I was like, oh, now I can get them right every time, and I wasn't messing them up. Label the triangle with your formula, like I was saying, and then we'll solve it. Okay, very first one. First, identify it. Is it special 45 or special 30/60? 45. So let's put our 45 right here. Okay, now label it. 45/45, the legs are always x and x. And what was the hypotenuse? Okay, label it with your formula. So if x is 7, what's the hypotenuse? Done. Heads up. This section can get confusing because we're thinking x for a formula. They're also thinking x for the variable. Sorry if that gets confusing, like right here. X, right? Think of it with your formula. How many of you though? I got that. Right? 7 squared root of 2. Okay, let's. Oh, this is a messy one. Are you ready for a messy one? Again, right on your triangle, and then I would use the margin to show your work. Okay, let's label it first. Across from the 30 should be what? Okay. Across from the 60 should be what? Uh-oh. And then a hypotenuse is, yeah, good job. How do I know this is sloppy already? This right here, does it have the square root of 3 on it? No. Okay, get ready. Write this down because you're going to want to see these steps later for your assignment. You're going to want a version of it. Okay, if you have a situation where it doesn't quite fit the formula, all you have to do is make it fit the formula. So just put 9 is supposed to equal x squared root of 3. And start there to solve. Okay, let me know if I lose you on the steps. Okay, first off, what's going on with this x and this radical 3? Timesing. How do you get rid of timesing? Do that first. So let's divide by the square root of 3 on both sides. Alright, so now it looks like this. We have 9 over the square root of 3 equals x. We isolated that, that just becomes 1. Okay, yes, you can leave your answers in radical form, but like I was saying earlier, this is bad math manners. You're not supposed to have radicals in denominators. So I don't have a reason why. It's just like one of those rules. Who knows where they came from. So to get rid of it, are you caught up so far? Don't want to lose you. To get rid of it, times both the numerator and the denominator by what you don't like. So times this by the square root of 3. Times this by the square root of 3. Okay, the top, slide them together. That's just 9 squared root of 3. The numerator. The denominator, what's the square root of 3 times the square root of 3? It's just 3. Okay, you got this. Again, you'll want an example for when you get to your notes. Okay, then this last step is just to stop and check it. Sometimes you can't simplify this and that's your final answer. This one, do you think we can simplify it? What does this line right here mean? That means divide. Can you divide 9 divided by 3? What is it? 3. So right here, x is 3 square roots of 3. Now remember, sometimes you can't simplify it, just circle it and call it good. Can I sneak in an example? For example, what if we were left with 10 square roots of 3 over 3? Can we take that any further? Just leave it. Okay. Now what did we just solve for? I'd say we solved for s, which was supposed to be side x. Does that make sense to you? So s is done. S is 3 square roots of 3. Okay, to find the hypotenuse, you take that side and all you have to do is double it. So how do we double 3 square roots of 3? We've got to do 2 times 3 square roots of 3. Do you know how to do those? Do you remember from algebra? It's actually super nice. Are you ready? Don't blink. All you do is 2 times 3. What is that? You're done. So it's 6 square roots of 3. So we just solved for this side, so we can say t equals that. Kind of messy. If you're stuck on those when it comes to the assignment, please ask. I want to make sure you're confident. Your work looks great. Okay, let's go to the next example. Flip the page. I can't remember if there's a sloppy one in here. Number 1, what kind of triangle is it? Yay! So if this is 4, what's this one? Alright, do you remember how to find the hypotenuse? What is it? X squared roots of 2, so this would be 4 squared roots of 2. You can label it right on there. Okay, number 2, 30, 60. Can be messy, but does this one solve it? I mean, does it fit the formula pretty well? Across from the 30 should just be x. Across from the 60 should be x squared roots of 3. Yay. And that one should be 2x. Start here. Does it fit the formula? Yay, it does. It fits it. That has the radical 3 on it. So guys, shout it out. What would a be? Perfect. A is 10. Hypotenuse. What's the hypotenuse then? 20. Double it. Okay, this one we've got a 30, 60. I think this one's okay too, because across from the 30 is just straight up x. Across from the 60 is x squared roots of 3, and this, double it. Let's start with n. What's n, guys? Perfect. Double that, 15. All right, go up to m. What's m then? Perfect. Okay, you ready? So number 1, it's our special 30, 60, 90. So across from the 30 should be x. Across from the 60, x squared roots of 3. Across from this one, 2x. Okay, well, if this is 8, what does this side have to be? Perfect, be confident, you're totally right. 8 squared roots of 3. And then hypotenuse, what's the hypotenuse? Perfect. So that one fit it nicely. Thumbs up, how many of you, I can handle it when it fits it nicely. Does that make sense? I think number 2 does it, and I want to do this one with you so you have another example of how to solve when it doesn't fit it perfectly. Oh, yep. Number 2, which special right triangle is it? Okay, so stick in those angles. 45, 45. All right, in the formula, this should be x, this should be x, this should be x squared roots of 2. Does it have a square root of 2 on it though? It doesn't. So if it doesn't fit the formula perfectly, force it to fit. So say 10, you were supposed to equal x squared roots of 2. That's how I think of it. So do 10 equals x squared roots of 2. Okay, we're solving for x, we're isolating variable. Guys, how do you get rid of that square root of 2? Go ahead, Ellie. Divide it. Perfect. Divide both sides by that square root of 2. Make sure you're getting all these steps so you have it for later in case this comes up again. So then we have 10 divided by the square root of 2 equals x. Okay, can we leave it like that? Unfortunately not. Can you get your hand in there? Do you remember what to do next? Go ahead, Allie. Perfect. Top and bottom times by the square root of 2. So up top, just slide those two together. That's 10 squared root of 2. On the bottom, be careful. What's the square root of 2 times the square root of 2? 2. Okay, and this is a stop and think about it. You can either circle it or simplify it. This one, can we simplify it? We can, because what is 10 divided by 2? 5. So 10 divided by 2 is 5. Let's say x equals 5 squared root of 2. Alright, we have one leg. What's the other leg? Same thing, right? Because it's a 45, 45. So I'm just sneak it over here. Don't worry about showing your work twice. They'll do the same work. Okay, do you have that written down step by step?